Hello, this is Noel from Design Fitness, expert in self-care and specialist in exercise prescription. So I wanted to share with you how we take a look at the body and how we view the body as self-care practitioners, but also as exercise specialists. So when we're taking a look at the body, we're not just looking at it from the standard approach, if you want to call it something. We're looking at it as a form of communication. What is the body trying to tell us? It's a lot more effective to work with the body than to work against the body. There's this common style of thinking coming out that you can hack the body and trick it into doing something. Uh, this is not true. You can't trick the body. The body will always have a reaction to whatever you do to it, and that reaction tells more about the story than the fact of the discomfort that might arise from this action. Now, that being said, there's many ways to look at the body. You can look at the body as based on the structure of the bones. You can look at the body in movement, so action potential. You can take a look at the body in energy, chi, flow. You can take a look at the body in secretions, liquids, fluids, and how that works. You can take a look at it at the immune system, how that functions, or the nervous system, how the body is understanding the information that's happening to it. And all of them are very key, and all of them are simply, or more generally, seen as ways the body communicates with us and with its environment. And if we can take a look at the lifestyle, so the environment, and we can take a look at how our body is viewing this, so its response to the environment, we can just solve a lot more deeply rooted questions. And in this way, more effectively create balance for the body. And I think this is what we're generally seeking when we decide to go to a fitness class or to take up a specific style of exercise. I believe that our innate ability to understand what we might need most is definitely a thing that we're capable of doing. So this is generally a way of picking what we want to do in the kind of health industry. Is it the fact that we want to take a yoga class, a HIIT class, a cycling class? All those things are good because it shows us a direction that you want to take. However, we don't know why you chose that. Is it because you want to get rid of stress? So your way of dealing with stress is to work out hard. That is great, and that shows us that we need to deal with the stress, but not particularly that the exercise is the best way to do so. You might be drawn to yoga, Pilates, things that bring you more into your body, into your breathing. And this is great because we now know that your body needs calm. However, this might not be the best way to deal with a lifestyle that's stressful. You see, these kind of insights is what really brings power to the style of communication that the body wants to have. And being a specialist in how the body reacts to this, we have a greater insight in also helping restore balance to the body, but again, also complementing those different things that you want to do. If you want to exercise, that's great. Let's get the most out of it. This is how we get the most out of it. This is also how we get the lifestyle to complement that kind of initiative of wanting to be more active. And this is how the mindset should settle into looking at life as a more active thing. So all these things kind of have to combine together to create permanent long-term change. And this is not the change that kind of goes away just because you stop focusing on it. This is the change that stays with you throughout your life, throughout your way of navigating life, the stressors, the challenges, the ups, the downs, the changes of age. This is something that is completely becomes a part of you, and that's why it's named self-care. It's a way of looking at taking care of self, and the more that it is in balance with actually what the body's trying to communicate, the more effective and powerful it is on a long-term basis. And this is kind of what's very important to us at Design Fitness, to make sure that we re-empower the person, to make sure that the change is based on long-term advancements, and to make sure that we are paying attention very carefully to what the body is trying to communicate. Hopefully that clarifies our style of taking a look at health and pursuing it through the ways of communication, also through the way of looking at the lifestyle and the purpose, and integrating self-care to empower the person and make sure that we are listening to our body mentally, physically, and emotionally to get the most out of life, the most out of health, and to enjoy the things that we truly want to enjoy.